guards up top in a 1-4 set. Just a simple
all right.
baseline on the touch.
Whoops.
Just not able to finish. You get the leap that deep around that wrist.
Okay. Hi guys, happy Tuesday. I am so excited about tonight's team huddle. We are interviewing Brittani Rodrigues, who just went triple diamond last month. I'm so excited to hear from Brittani. You know, I'm going to let her talk. I'm not going to do much talking, but I did just want to say that Brittani and I texted quite a bit last month, throughout the month, and every time I talked to her, you know, even though she would have these little moments of like, she was always so confident and so excited. And that was what struck me every time we spoke, was that she was just like, this is happening. And she would have her freak out moments, which are usual when you're going for such a massive promotion, but she had this belief level that was really high, that throughout the whole month, I was like, well, she's absolutely doing it, because she's got that piece that's so important. So I'm excited for her to share with you how she got there and how she sustained it and everything. So we're just going to jump right in. So Brittani, I'm going to unmute you. Okay, you're unmuted. So go ahead and start us off with telling us who you are. Tell us your story. Tell us a little bit about you and your story with It Works.
Okay. Oh goodness. This is the part.
Okay, can you guys hear her? I can't hear you.
Oh no.
Wait, it's me. Go ahead. You're good. It's me.
Are you sure?
It was me.
Okay. Just making sure. Ooh. Okay. So, hey guys, I am Brittani Rodrigues, like Claire said, and a little bit about my story. I feel like my story, there's so much to it. I am a labor and delivery nurse. I am a travel nurse, and I work full-time nights, and I have 6 kids and a husband, and we actually had just moved to South Carolina 9 months before I started the business. And so we were new down here. I didn't know anyone. And I kept seeing a friend post. She was actually an old coworker from Ohio, and she kept posting about stretch mark cream. That was the thing that caught my eye. I had just had Asher the November before, and so I would reach out to her and then give her excuses on why I couldn't do it, like, hey, we're getting ready to buy a house. No, I don't think that's for me. And then she finally, like 4 months later, reached out to me and said that they were actually having a special with the business. And she had talked to me a little bit about the business, but mostly about products, and said they were having a BOGO wrap deal. And I was sold. Like, I talked to Christopher about it, and I was like, can we do this? Because we bought a house the same week. And that's how I started. And so since then, I didn't start working the business right away because I didn't know what I signed up for. I just wanted the products. And so a few months in, I actually started working, and I promoted to Ruby. And after that, it was kind of a whirlwind, and I stayed at Ruby for, I think I promoted to Ruby my 5th or 6th month in the business, and stayed there and stayed there and stayed there. And last conference, I went as a distributor, non-commission qualified, because I couldn't justify going to Florida and spending money on going to Florida and then getting myself commission qualified. And then this year I went as a triple diamond. And so the last year has been insane. And I mean, that's kind of the short version of where it's been.
I love it. I think, first of all, like, and I know I put it in the post so everyone knew coming into this that they were going to hear this, but the fact that you are, and I literally like have to go back in our text and read it because it's so long, but you are a full-time labor and delivery travel nurse that works the night shift. Like, and 6 kids. Do you guys catch her saying that? 6 kids, all ages. Like, no excuses whatsoever. And you had just moved, which is something that I think we all can use as an excuse. Like, moving is such a big thing.
Yes.
And so no excuses, you made it happen. So what I want to hear is, you mentioned, you know, that you were Ruby for a long time. And I'm sure there's people on here that are listening that are thinking, well, I'm at this level. How do I get to the next one? What was different about January? What changed in January that was different from the months before? And what actually made that promotion happen for you?
So specifically, it was mid-December. I talked to a few of my sideline girls and one of my uplines. And the biggest thing for me, I feel like, is this entire time I've had an escape route. I've been all in, but fear has made me have that escape route. And I kind of set that aside and I said, we're doing this. This is what it is. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts. This is happening because I said so. Mm-hmm. I was just aggravated with a lot of things, and I'm tired of working full time. I'm tired of being tired. Anybody who works night shift knows it's hard being a zombie at all times, and my family doesn't deserve that. And so no escape route was the biggest thing that had an effect on that. And then I had to tell myself daily and talk to myself. And actually, Liz, if you're on here, your Zoom, I think it was at the beginning of December, was amazing. And I listened to that multiple times and I used all of your tips, but I told myself daily that this is happening. And I'm sorry, I'm getting texts also, and so it's really distracting. And I don't know. Let's see.
You're totally fine. So the Zoom really helped you, like the tips that Liz gave in the Zoom?
Yes. I'm trying to read and then talk to you guys. I apologize.
You're good.
And I didn't get a drink of Truly because I'm on call, actually. So my nerves. And then I started being more consistent. And I feel like that not only helped my audience and my friends on Facebook and Instagram, but that also helped my confidence tremendously, because I would feel bad if I would go a day without posting, and then I would get down on myself, and it's like a downward spiral. And I think everybody can relate to that. You get so hard on yourself that just doing the simple things that we're supposed to do in our daily tasks helps our mentality so much.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I love that. What were some of the best things? Give us some specific examples of some of the best things that you did last month, whether they were contests or posts or messages or anything that helped you and your team to seal the deal with the promotion.
We did do contests. I got a lot of my girls were really new last month and in December. And so we were just getting their businesses up and running. And it's very stressful at the beginning of your business. You're spinning your wheels and not sure if you're doing the right things, and not sure what the next step is. And so we did contests for hitting the 400 club, which is a huge accomplishment in the business. Because you're out there getting loyal customers, getting volume. And once you hit that first goal, you feel like you can do the rest. What'd you say, Claire?
I just said yes. Sorry, I said it under my breath. I said yes.
No, you're okay. And then also the Thermophyte host to post. I love triple threat and everything, but I can tell you from experience, even going for a promotion, do triple threat because that's awesome and that's a lot of volume, but you can absolutely also run for a promotion with what works. So the Thermophyte X was a game changer, and then cleanses. Because add in those big volume things, but don't fix what's not broken. And then let's see what else. Voice messaging. Okay, so I have a lot of new team members from January, and I feel like voice messaging changed the game. I would voice message every now and then, but last month I was so busy with my business and trying to get a little bit of sleep and my family, I didn't have time to type to people unless it was in my text replacement. And so voice messaging all of my potential distributors, and then my teammates on what they needed to be doing was huge. It saves you so much time, and people actually hearing your voice will help your business so much.
And I don't know if you find this, Brittany, but I find that when I send a voice message and they can hear my kids in the background, or they can hear that for you, like maybe that you're driving to work, like that's so freeing for them, because they're like, okay, I can do that. I don't have to be like sitting in this office typing this great response.
Right. Right. I had to apologize to so many people because my kids are loud and my kids are hyper. And they were always in the background. I'm like, I'm real sorry, like calling me from the bathroom, the 3-year-old, he's potty training. And I'm like, I'm real sorry. Like, this is real life over here.
But then it can break the ice. You can break the ice talking about pee and poop and all that. It's great.
I know. It really gets people. And then also, I feel like something that changed the game in January, I've always tried to be pretty available with my team, but I was super available to my team. And I made it clear, like, I'm going to have to step back at the beginning of February and like give my family some time, but I would like wake up in the middle of the day and respond to text messages, just because they were, like I said, a lot of them were starting out. And so I wanted to make sure that they were taken care of, and then telling like them, if I'm asleep or doing something, you can reach out to these people. So just coming together as a team. My team is amazing, and obviously I couldn't do this without them. I was going to go into that later on in the Zoom. But being really available, and then close communication with them. We were keeping track of volumes daily. We were rooting each other on daily. Celebrating victories, overcoming maybe a day that something didn't go our way, all of it.
I love that. I love that. And I think exactly what you just said, you can't do a promotion like this. I mean, Triple Diamond VIP, that's our 3rd from the top rank. That's a massive rank. It goes without saying, but it's also really good to say it. You can't do it without your team. It's not something you can do on your own. And so I love that you appreciate that, and that you said, like, I'm going to be available and I'm going to be present and there for my team. And that just shows what a great leader you are. And that's why you are where you are at a leadership rank in the company. I love that. Okay, so what would you say to someone whose goal is to promote this month, or maybe even next month? They're running for those bonuses that just got released, but they feel like it's just out of their reach. It feels a little insurmountable to them, especially if somebody has a crazy schedule like you do.
You need to plan ahead. Okay, I will admit I'm not the most organized person. I'm very upfront about that. I need to do better. But planning ahead, like I would not let myself go to sleep until I absolutely like signed a customer or got my business stuff done ahead of time. Like I would stay up until 11 a.m. sometimes after my 12 hours and get stuff done. I think that being very intentional with your time, and I mean, 5 to 6, well, we'll say 4 to 6 hours of sleep for a promotion month is, you're going to be fine. And then a promotion, what I've learned over the last, especially 6 months, a promotion is out of reach if you say it's out of reach. If you would have looked at my chart at the beginning of January, you would have told me this isn't going to happen. But the fact that I didn't give myself an escape route, and I was like, this has to happen. And my team, we knew this had to happen. I was very clear at the end of December and the beginning of January, like, guys, let's do this. Let's promote this month. Because it's not only me promoting, it's them promoting. And so we were all running together, linking arms, and I mean, it happened. And then also get organized even more. I had to write down so many things last month because I felt like I was always talking to 500 people, And so I didn't want somebody to fall through the cracks because it was so incredibly important last month and every month, but especially last month when I'm running at something that seems so unachievable at times. And then let's see. Okay, so run with your runners. I have so many people that say, well, this person is not working, this person is not working. And I have been there, and I have been in the place of frustration, because we're all human, and we want something so bad, not only for ourselves, but for these people who join this business for a reason. And you just want to shake people, but you cannot waste time on pondering why they're not doing this and wishing that they did and trying to change their minds. You run with the people who want this as bad as you do. And the rest will work itself out. And then I put, give yourself grace. So with this one, I am very, very yellow. I know I'm going to see text come through after I say this. I'm a very yellow personality. If you guys don't know your color, it's super important because you'll understand a lot more about yourself. Giving myself grace, and I'm sure everyone can relate to this, no matter personality, color. We are very hard on ourselves, and I would give myself like a moment a day to kind of question, like, oh my gosh, can I do this? Can we pull this off? And then I would give myself once a week to cry because keeping things bottled inside is never good for you. But I think it's okay to, if you are frustrated enough or like scared enough, to give yourself a moment of weakness. But the thing about that is you cannot wallow in that moment of weakness. You have that moment of insecurity, of fear, and then you get on with it. You keep on working. And then, so my biggest thing last month, that meant a lot when you said about me having a big belief last month, because I tried really hard, and that was something I had to work really hard on. And I'm glad that you saw that. That made me really happy. My biggest thing was, how is this going to happen? And I think at the beginning of the month, even the middle, the end, how are we going to do this? How is this going to happen? And with that one, I will like name drop on this one. Katie has always told me, Katie is my upline. She has always told me, stop worrying about, just keep on working, stop worrying about the how. And it didn't mean as much to me this entire time I've been in the business as it did last month. Last month, I really got it. Like, this is what she's been talking about this entire time. Work, work, work. Don't worry about the how.
That's so powerful too. And I think that's what we as your leaders are here for. And so you having that moment of like, oh, this is what Katie's been talking about. We're here for you because we've done these big promotions before. And Katie had done many massive promotions, but had done that huge triple diamond promotion before. And so she was speaking from experience when she told you, it's not about the how, just do the work and don't worry about the how. And I love that, you know, she was there to share that with you. And then something, I don't know that I heard you say it in your story, and we had talked about it a little bit, you and I, about how the person that brought you into this business is actually no longer in the business.
Yes. And so I signed up with my friend from a previous job, and then maybe like a month and a half in, she quit, and I didn't even know that she quit. I just noticed she stopped posting. And at that point, I was still kind of lost on like, what did I just sign up for? I just wanted some reps. And so that goes to show that never be discouraged because the person that you signed up didn't stick with it. If I would have quit when she quit, I wouldn't be retiring myself from full-time nursing, which I didn't say that. That is happening this year. And so, like, I know It's crazy. It makes me so anxious to say it. That wouldn't be happening. And if I let every time somebody said, well, like, who did you sign up with? Because I feel like I get that a lot. Like, who are you under? Because we're all nosy people. It's fine. It's fine. I would be missing out on so much, not only just financially, like the friends that I've made, and the confidence that I have regained from this business, not only like physically, but mentally, it would be a huge loss for me.
I love that. And I love too that, you know, you're such a rock star on Katie's team and you didn't enroll with Katie, but she's been here for you and you guys have developed this strong partnership. And so I want people listening to this Zoom, or if they're watching the replay, to realize that we're all here for you. And even if the person that brought you into this business isn't still here with you, all you have to do is reach out. We're all here for you. We can help you figure out who's your closest diamond and above. And we're all more than happy to work with you. We just need to know that you want to be worked with. And
right.
Yeah, I just love that so much, because we don't care. We don't care who signs you up. We're ready to run with you no matter who you are. And you know, how incredible that you are now a triple diamond, you know, in this organization. It's what a gift that we have you. And I'm just so glad that you enrolled with somebody that's not even here anymore, but you're here. You're part of this team, you're part of this family, and you add so much value here. So it's just, we're blessed by it. Okay. So I'm going to let you just leave us with one final, whether it's a tip or an aha moment or takeaway, you decide, whatever you kind of want to leave us with tonight.
I don't know if this would be considered an aha moment, but I think a lot of times this isn't necessarily said out loud, even though we all do it so much. The biggest thing with me is love your team hard. I can't say that enough. I love my team. And I always try to make that so transparent. Like, these people are my family. These people, when I'm having those moments of weakness, and I'm not just talking downline, I'm talking sideline, I'm talking upline. These people are going to be the ones that keep you strong, besides obviously your family. This is your second family. Love them hard, and they will love you back hard. And I think that's the biggest thing that has changed in my business. Is at the beginning, my wheels were spinning, and those were some of my best friends on my Ruby team, and I loved them endlessly, but I didn't know how to be a leader and love them also. It was hard getting those roles, because I've never been a leader. I've never like sought out to be a leader either. I've always been like, don't follow me, I'm lost too. But no, just be their friend, love them. And that's going to do wonders, not only for you, but for your business also. When you're needing pulled out of the trenches, out of the abyss is what I like to say. They're going to be the people that do that for you, because they know all too well what this business takes. Some months, like promotion months, and they're going to build you up without even realizing it. And then let's see. Okay. The other one is stop sabotaging yourself. That one is the one that hits a little bit deeper, and it probably does for a lot of people on here. I spent a year and a half sabotaging myself, and that's probably the main reason I wasn't promoting those months. I had never felt like I was worthy of success. I never felt like I was worthy of like a big life. I was never worthy of these big things, and not because anybody ever said that to me, but I feel like a lot of us speak those lies to ourselves and make them our truths. And so as we're trying to do these huge things that we never thought we were going to be able to, you have to stop sabotaging yourself, because no one said like you cannot you're not worthy of love. You're not worthy of success. You're not worthy of money. Because although this is not at all about all money, it is partially about money. And I feel like a lot of us talking about not having money is so common and so is okay with everyone. But as soon as somebody talks about having money, I am the most humble person. It makes me uncomfortable to talk about money. And as soon as somebody starts talking about it, everyone else gets uncomfortable, and we have to change our mindset. Why is it okay about talking about being broken, but we're not allowed to talk about being successful and sharing it? Because it's not like we're just talking about it. We're trying to help other people do the same thing. And so you have to know that every one of you are no different than me. I remember Triple Diamonds when I first started talking, and I thought they were unicorns, like literally. I think I saw the glitter and like the horn. No unicorns over here. The biggest, we're not any different than you. I am definitely not any different than you. I'm a hot freaking mess. I've tried not to cuss like 1,000 times on this. And so stop sabotaging yourself. And then one of the other big aha moments I've had is be yourself. Nothing is going to compare to you. And I, along with a lot of my downline, my sidelines, I know when we first started out, we didn't know. One of a kind. Yes, Heather. I know that we try to mimic what's working, and it's not going to work for everyone. Because I remember trying to post like certain leaders, and although those posts did help me, that was not completely me. And I think being very genuine with who I am and who my family is and what we're about has changed the game. And it makes you so much more relatable, because I mean, if I didn't add my sense of humor, where would we be? I have a terrible sense of humor, really.
No, I love your sense of humor. You always make me laugh. I love it. Well, thank you so much for getting on here and sharing with us. I feel like you've been so vulnerable and so honest, but there's so much just power coming out of what you're saying. And I feel like even just from like a month ago, I can see so much growth in you. And it's really cool to watch and see. And I know that there's only more coming. And I know that you breathe so much life. I know it's hard to talk and pay attention to the chat, but people have been in here. It is. It's distracting. You're like, wait, what are they saying? But everybody was just eating up what you were saying that they got so much life and so much encouragement from this. So thank you so much for taking this time to pour into us. And I'm excited. You started out the year going Triple Diamond VIP, so sky's the limit for 2019.
Press very soon, guys.
Absolutely. I know. I'm sitting here. I don't know if you can tell. I'm sitting here like, are you going to throw any goals out there for us to hold
my goal is next month.
I love it. Yes. I know that you'll do it. I'm so excited. Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and wrap up for tonight. Thank you guys so much. This recording will be on YouTube, so you can share it and see it and watch it again. But thank you so much, Brittani. We appreciate you.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Bye.